countdown. I didn't even see hi.
There's a countdown.
There's a countdown.
Nice.
Yeah, we're recording on a new platform today, so let us know how you like this recording. If it sounds better, if it's edited better, like whatever you think, just let us know how it is because we're trying a new thing out today. But hello guys, welcome back to BnB Anime. Brad and I both have the giggles because I was telling a story that I probably is very not safe for work and probably not able to be on the podcast. But
oh, it was great. I am very pleased. This is the greatest news I could have been given today.
It was making me giggle a lot, so I had to share it with someone, and Brad just so happened to be the person to share it with. So,
and I'm very pleased that you shared this information with me.
Now I've just got like Mortal Kombat.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
So, hi, we're doing the Laid Back Camp movie this week. Sorry, I can speak. I have not. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
It's gotten to the point to where, no joke, because as someone who has ADHD, and you also do as well, so you understand the struggle, but I had to download a planner on my phone.
Yeah.
Because it's gotten to the point to where like so much shit is going on. And I'm like, yeah, I can do this, and then I can do that, and then I can do this, and then I'm like, wait, hang on, do I have something going on here? Oh God, oh no, oh fuck, what's happening?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, so I now have a planner, and we'll see how long I can actually stick to it because, ADHD.
Yeah, I'm doing my best to do that at work as well. I just had my 3-month performance review for my probationary period for the supervisor position has just finished. Mm-hmm. And so I had my performance review. And it went super, super well, but one of the comments I got was, Blue needs to reference her planner more. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, fair point. Well noted. I knew that was coming. Like,
yeah, I get it.
Yeah, because like the other day, because we had in the cafe we have like a freezer. Mm-hmm. It's just like a small like half-size freezer. Like it's not like a full kitchen freezer. And I mean, I say that professional kitchen standard. It's bigger than a house freezer, but like not a professional freezer size. It's just like a half. Anyway. And it was like the door wasn't closing. The door kept opening, pushing itself open. And so we like having an issue with things like half thawing and then freezing again and then half thawing. And it was obviously that's bad for food safety.
Yeah.
And luckily we're not dealing with meat or anything. But there were like some baked goods like cookies and stuff that we do freeze that are like our gluten-free ones that are in sealed packages and stuff. Mm-hmm. And some of them have some dairy. Most of them are vegan, but some of them do have some dairy, and so you have to be careful. You have to be careful. And so we had taken the freezer off of the floor. We had thawed everything, put it in the fridges, and we're just trying to go through it quicker. And not ordering as much while the freezer was broken. And on Friday, I was supposed to go back into the back room and take a look at the freezer and see if I could fix it in any way, because it was just the seal around the door and we just weren't quite sure what was wrong with it, why it was pushing itself out. And I just completely forgot, like slipped my mind. And so on Saturday, my manager comes to the cafe and she's like, hey, did you check out the freezer yesterday? And I'm like, oh, no. No, full transparency, no, I forgot, sorry. And so and I was like, I did all the orders, I did everything else. The freezer, no, it was in the back room, not in my vision. How am I supposed to know about it? I didn't go back there today. No, I didn't see it. It's not there. If it's not in my eyesight, I don't see it.
Out of sight, out of mind was definitely created by somebody with ADHD.
100%. Yeah, it's like, what is it? What do they call it? Perception? No, I was going to say perception blindness, but that's not it. It's like, we have no physical memory of something we can't see.
Something like that.
Something
Sure.
like that. I don't remember what it is. But basically, you end up buying 7 pairs of scissors because you put them in the drawer.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
Or you just buy a 7-pack of scissors because the 7-pack of scissors is cheaper than the 1-pack.
I got a new knife sharpener.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, because I just had one of those shitty little, like, you know, the ones from the dollar store that are just like, it's like a envelope opener, but it's a knife sharpener, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just had one of those when I moved into this flat because I was like, I just need something to keep my knife sharp. But I finally went and got like a proper stick sharpener.
Nice. Now, are you going to invest in a whetstone at some point?
I'd like to, or like one of them like leather straps.
Oh yeah, that would work too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of whetstones because that gets shit razor sharp. Mm-hmm. Whereas the sticks do a good job of like kind of maintaining sharpness, but they're more there to ensure that your blade stays straight. Fun fact.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm most familiar with the stick sharpener. Like that's the one that I kind of first started. Well, it's the first knife sharpener I ever used.
Yeah, that's what we used whenever I worked for the butcher. But the butcher would bring in his own whetstone, and like we would sharpen on that. Like once stuff started to like dull past what the stick could take care of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'd break out the whetstone, and I learned how to properly sharpen on a whetstone. So that was a handy thing to pick up on.
Yeah, my dad used to sharpen on a leather strap, but he wore it through, so he needs to get a new one.
Time for a new one. It's almost Christmas time.
I know. That would be such a good Christmas gift. I wonder if I could find one here in the city.
You should be able to, especially being in as big of a city as you are in.
Mm-hmm. I have to keep my eyes peeled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did a new thing this week.
Oh?
I am now a dungeon master.
Congratulations.
I still don't know how I feel. I feel like I'm herding cats.
Okay.
But it was good. It was fun. We enjoyed it. I took everybody through a little one-shot campaign just to see if everybody was actually going to play like a real by-the-book campaign.
Okay.
And everybody seemed to enjoy it and said that they're ready for the next session. So whenever we can actually, put together a next session, we're going to do it. And it should be fun. It'll be great. Also another reason as to why I got a planner, so I can keep this shit straight.
Yeah, that's sick. That's Are you going off a preset story, or are you making shit up?
So the one shot was completely made up off the top of my head. I was incorporating a bunch of random bullshit that I kind of took inspiration from and kind of made it up as I go as well. Now the actual campaign itself is the Lost Minds of Fandelver that comes with the D&D starter kit.
Okay.
Because I was looking up things that would make like easy DMing for a first time DM, because I've played quite a bit of D&D. I've just never DM'd.
Mm-hmm.
And so having done research to be able to look up like what's the easiest campaign to run as a DM, and for new players, because everybody playing with me had never played. So it was a good introduction for all of us, but it went well. I'm very pleased with how things are going.
Nice. Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then outside of that, just a shit ton of anime. This is the first time we've spoken in like 2 or 3 weeks.
I know. Both of us been so busy and exhausted and done with life.
Yeah. Also, I smoked a turkey for Thanksgiving. That's the first time I've smoked something like that.
Okay, that's where that was going. Okay, yeah, cool.
Well, so we were just talking about how busy we were, and then I remembered how stressed I was over that turkey, and also Thanksgiving was this week, so therefore very, very much stress.
Yeah, American Thanksgiving is... Yeah. Yeah. You guys do it weird.
Says the Canadian.
I mean, fair. But also you can't be too mean to me today because Canada got knocked out of the World Cup.
I mean, yeah, fair. But you're only like half Canadian, so it's fine. I'm gonna continue to give you shit.
Okay, fine. But when I say
but
when,
hey, on the other side, the other half of you tied with us. So who's the real nerd?
Yeah.
All the English people talking shit, and then here we are letting it tie up, so suck it, nerd.
Yeah.
And then Japan got beat today, so that's sad.
Rip.
Big rip. Also, how was your ramen, by the way?
Ramen was good. I overheated myself.
Oh?
Well, you know when you have really hot ramen and then you drink all the broth and then you're like, oh my god, I'm dying, I'm too hot.
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah. I get you.
Yeah, it was good though. It was just like instant ramen spiced up by shit in my cabinets.
Yeah.
For those at home who don't know how to cook, honestly, you take some regular, boring old instant ramen, you just add some rice wine vinegar, a little bit of soy sauce, and some sesame oil, and just the flavor changes incredibly. Just from that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. For me, my hack is an egg.
I also added an egg.
And some Kewpie mayo. Adds a very nice, like, umami flavor, but also you get protein, and the cheese just gives, like, such a nice creaminess to it.
Yeah, I did add an egg to mine. And mushrooms.
There you go.
Yeah. And I was going to add some cabbage, but my cabbage was not cabbagey anymore, and it needed to go in the bin.
Oh, it was starting to get all, like, watery and gross.
Yeah, so it's hard because, like, you know you get those, like, half-cut vegetables for people that live on their own and stuff? Mm-hmm. And I always look at them and I'm like, I should get that. But they're always wrapped in plastic. And I get why they're wrapped in plastic. But, like, it's one-use plastic. Whereas I could just buy a whole cabbage for the same price, because the price isn't really that different.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not wrapped in plastic, and I'm doing a little bit more for the environment.
Yeah.
So I buy the whole cabbage. And then I think I'll use it. I'll make a big soup or a stew or something. And I never do. Because it's just me. Like, I'm not going to go through a whole cabbage before it goes bad.
Sure you can. Just come home from work and just palm the whole head of cabbage and then just munch straight out of the head. Just take a big old bite. It's a snack. Like, walk up to the fridge, take it out, just grab a bite, and then put it back. And next time you want some more, just grab another bite. I say that as somebody that fucking hates cabbage. I hate the smell of it. I hate the taste of it. No.
No? I love good coleslaw.
And I'm a Southerner, and I'm sitting here saying I hate coleslaw. So all the American listeners, especially those that know Southerners, fight me.
Coleslaw's so good. Especially chip shop coleslaw back in the UK. Mint. Can't get better than that. So good.
That's something I would at least try. Like, whenever I'm in new places, like actual areas that I've never been, I'm willing to try it just to see if I hate it still. And also taste buds change. So eventually I may end up finding coleslaw that I like. But for right now, no, it goes with the rest of the rabbit food in the bin.
It's barely rabbit food with the amount of shit that's put on it.
I mean, true, but still, cabbage is bleh.
They also do carrots in it.
You see, carrots are fine if they're cooked, but raw carrots are not okay.
What about pickled?
Never had them.
Neither have I. I was just curious. I want to get some pickled ginger for ramen.
Oh, that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
I always use the pickled ginger as like a palate cleanser whenever I'm eating sushi because it comes with it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to have.
Mm-hmm. I like pickled ginger. Yeah.
You know what?
What?
You know what else I like?
What?
Cozy anime.
Funnily enough, I was going to say the same thing.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Same brain.
Same brain. And also, I also like anime that show us about how they cook their food.
Right?
Yeah.
Bruh, that crab hot pot that they made, I was so jealous.
Right?
I love crab. Like, crab is one of those foods that I just absolutely adore, and
my
lobster
brother's the
both.
same way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, my mouth is watering.
Yeah, no, my brother's the same way. My brother doesn't like any weird food, like food that's controversial, except crab. Crab is his absolutely diehard food.
So your brother and I would get along very well then.
Oh, yeah, you could go out for crab.
Nice.
And compliment each other's beards.
Hey.
Yeah, you'd be like beard buds, tall buds, eating crab. You'd have a great time.
Friendship.
Yeah.
Ultimate friendship.
Ultimate friendship. You're both weebs.
Also, your brother's a weeb.
Big, yeah.
And we're both dungeon masters, too, right?
Yeah.
Look at that!
Yeah. Otaku,
So much
dungeon
shit to
master,
bond over.
likes
Yeah.
crab, have beards, are above 6 foot.
Somebody looked at me the other day, and it's somebody that I talk to on a very regular basis.
Yeah.
They just looked up at me, and they were like, you have a full beard. And I'm like, how are you just now noticing this? I've had a full beard for years. I realize I'm just letting it grow at this point, and I'm taking care of it with like beard oil and like an actual beard wash.
Yeah.
But I've had a full beard for years. None of this is new.
No. You're also
So
like
I
only a
don't
month
get it.
younger than my brother.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot your brother's just a tad bit older than I am.
Yeah. You two be like best buds. How did we become friends? You should be friends with my brother.
Well, you won't give me any of your brother's Twitch information, so I can't even like try to hunt him down and be like, yo, we should be friends. Also,
he just messaged me on Discord, speak of the devil. What did
Wait,
he
do what?
say? Oh, he sent me a recording.
Ah.
He's making music.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
I, too, once tried to get into music. But then I realized my voice is much better suited for what we're actually using it for now, rather than singing.
Fun fact, Brad's a country singer.
Former.
No, once
I
a
can't
country
even
singer,
call it
always a
that.
country singer.
You know what? That's fine. At this point, that's fine.
Country.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
So I'm actually in another D&D campaign that J-Storm is running, which, by the way, Blue was on Homie's podcast.
It was so fun.
And it'll be coming out at some point.
In the new year, I think he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't actually talked to him about when the new season is actually going to be airing.
Yeah, I think it's in the new year. And you're also in it.
Yeah, I am. I get to make a second appearance, which I'm very pleased about. But yeah, he actually got the better half of the podcast on there. So I'm very excited to listen to the episode because all I know is that you said you hate me after you got done recording it.
He also got a little bit mad at me for one question. Well, I was say mad, disappointed. More, one specific question to do with video games from childhood.
Oh. I can't even remember what question it is or what that's based around.
Here, I can secret chat you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. New recording software has a secret chat room
I didn't mean to yell. I had caps lock on, sorry.
That's fine. Speaking of Pokemon, before we get into laid back camp.
Hey, you spoiled it for everyone.
It's fine. They don't know what the question is or what it actually pertains to. So while we're on the subject, I've been extremely addicted to the new Pokemon after I've been shitting all over it nonstop since it came out.
Okay.
Have you seen like how god awful the game looks and how god awful it runs?
No.
Runs like shit, looks like shit. Anything that renders like 10 feet past your character moves at fucking 2 frames a second.
Love that.
Like runs like shit, frame drops, the whole 9 yards. And yet I'm having a great fucking time with it. Like, it's good garbage.
Honestly, it just sounds like Pokemon's just gone back to its older generations.
I mean, but it's fully open world, fully 3D rendered, like the whole 9 yards.
That's so
but
bad.
runs like Switch. Runs like shit.
Runs like Switch. It runs like Switch.
Oh, it's because my brain got ahead of itself, and it's like I see other games on the Switch, like The Witcher 3, which is a beautiful port and runs very smoothly. And then you got this shit. And I was very much against getting it. And I realized I got the Scarlet or Violet OLED, which is just a badass Switch in general, and I'm very glad I got it because it's sick looking, even if I never actually played the fucking games it was modeled after.
Yeah.
However, so I had to smoke the turkey this year. This is all going to make sense at some point, I promise.
Okay.
And it was a 21-pound turkey, so I had to get up at 3 a.m. to put the turkey on the smoker. And then I had to turn it every hour, so I couldn't just go back to bed.
Right.
So as I was laying in bed, bored out of my fucking mind because I had nothing else better to do at 3 a.m., I went and grabbed my Switch and was just scrolling through the shop because I'm like, at some point I might find something worthwhile, whatever. And then I just so happened to look and see that I had $50 in my Nintendo wallet. And I'm like, when the fuck did I have this? So I went through my emails and saw that I put it in there like 2 years ago. So I was like, free $50. And I've told everybody, like Walker included, that unless the game went on sale for like $30, I probably wouldn't even give it a second thought.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, ooh, Pokemon for $15. That's an even better deal. I'm in.
Yeah.
So I bought it, and I just beat the 8th gym today.
I'm still playing Pokemon Go, like living my life.
I mean, hey, you're living your best life, so that's all that matters.
What's the issue is that there is a gym that I can access whilst in my apartment, and 3 Pokestops that I can access whilst at the cafe.
So Pokemon Go is pretty much consuming your whole life.
It's just too convenient, And living in buttfuck nowhere, Alberta, during the launch of Pokemon Go, I had a sad time.
I can believe that.
So I'm living my 2016 all over again.
I mean, hey, might as well. COVID restrictions are pretty much done.
Yeah.
At this point, you can go anywhere and do everything. And also, you're in a giant fucking city, so go enjoy yourself.
Yeah. I'm not kidding when I said I would have had to have walked an hour to get to a Pokestop where I lived.
I don't doubt that whatsoever.
So, it wasn't
also,
so great.
Yeah, I can believe that 100%. But, so, fun fact, I get to meet J-Storm next week. Yeah, because he's going to be like an hour up the road from me. So I'll be like, fuck it. I'll go and crash their family vacation and just to go meet him.
Yeah, do so.
Yeah, so I'm going to do it. We're going to play putt-putt.
Sick.
And yeah, it'll be a good time.
Nice.
But yeah, that was just as grand of a tangent as I could have possibly have made any of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Laid back camp. We had a really awesome segue and then just forgot about it.
It's you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna roll with it. Camping.
I'm gonna go on another tangent because I just thought of something. This movie made me look at e-bikes, and now I'm seriously considering buying one.
Oh,
because
I've actually heard a lot of really good things about the electric bikes.
Yeah, well, they used to be. They still are ridiculously expensive, but they used to be like unreasonably expensive for the average like Joe. Mm-hmm. But I think for my kind of lifestyle, an e-bike would work fantastically. I live in the city. There's no point me having a vehicle.
Yeah.
I still want to go camping and sometimes travel outside of the city further than public transit really goes,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Having an e-bike just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And you can now get them for, like, fairly reasonable price for, like, secondhand or barely used. You can get them like really good prices. And even the new ones, like I was looking, there are some like Black Friday deals right now going on that are very tempting because they're like $900 off an e-bike. And I'm like, that's very tempting, but I shouldn't do that for Black Friday. Just because that's an impulse buy and I will regret it. I'm taking 2 weeks off vacation in December and need money for rent. Don't do that.
Yeah, I get it though.
Yeah.
I've been staring at shit, be like, oh, it's Black Friday, time to get it.
Yeah.
And I was like, is it really time to get it though?
Yeah.
Because at this point, I'm going to wait till after I get my taxes back at the first of the year to update my new audio equipment. I'm fully set on what I'm going to get. I'm going to get the Rode Pod mic and the Go XLR because fuck it. I'll go all out on the audio interface, but apparently, so the Rode Pod mic is 95% of what the Shure SM7B is for a quarter of the price.
That's actually what I heard on one of those podcast episodes that I was listening to.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I'm totally willing to throw away 5% functionality for literally a quarter of the price. And not only is it a quarter of the price, but it's technically like a fifth of the price because of the cloud lifter that you have to buy with the SM7B to even like use it properly.
Yeah.
So fuck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so new audio interface coming at some point early next year. Because your boy just has to figure out when to spend $600.
Yeah. You know what sucks about our Black Friday deal at the cafe? It didn't stack onto our employee discount.
Boo.
Yeah. So I was
what kind of Black Friday deal did y'all have at the cafe?
Coffee beans.
Oh, bag of beans?
Yeah, you could buy 2 bags of beans for a discounted rate. And I was like, oh, sick, because we get a discount on the beans anyways. So I was like, oh, sick. Maybe, like, I just assumed it would stack. It didn't. I went to the till and tried to put it through, and I was like, maybe it's just because it was, like, a last-minute thing, and they didn't know that they were going to do a Black Friday deal, and then they kind of, like, decided it last minute. So maybe it's, like, they just haven't programmed it. So then I asked, and then it was like, no, actually, head office says it doesn't stack with your employee discount. And I was like, well, then the employee discount is still better than the Black Friday deal.
So yeah, I was actually getting ready to ask if the employee discount was better or worse.
It was either better, like employee discount's either better or exactly the same. I'm going to do the maths right now.
Because, yeah, employee discount at the last job with PP Head Company was fantastic. Whereas employee discount at current job is shit.
Yeah, the Black Friday deal is not as good as the employee discount.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. So, I mean, it kind of sucks for the general public, but also, like, why don't you make it stack for your employees? Why don't we not get an employee Black Friday deal? Rude. Very, very rude. Blame corporate. Blame corporate for everything. Should we try it a third time to talk about this movie that we've been trying to talk about?
Yeah, camping. Laid Back Camp, the movie.
Yeah, PG-13.
I could see that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the third of the series. Brad does all the background shit. If you want to talk to him about it, just wait a second because I'm impatient and want to go first this time. Sucks to be you.
I think you've been going first most of the time here lately, and I just let you have at it.
Haha, because I want to. And on my anime list, it is rated an 8.52 out of 10. Did I write that? What number is that? Okay, it's out of 10. I promise it's out of 10.
It's your handwriting, mate.
I know, but it looks like you know when you're a kid and you draw a fish by like doing like a loop?
Uh-huh.
It's that, but it's supposed to be a 1.
How?
I don't know.
And you have gorgeous handwriting.
Normally, I don't know what that is. It's I've had a stroke while writing that one, I guess.
You're right.
Oh my god, I scared myself. A piece of fluff. I thought it was a spider. It's not. It's a piece of fluff. I breathed on it. It moved. It's okay.
Oh my god, that's great. I love
it's
it.
fine. It was fluff. On Anime Planet, it is a 4.05 out of 5 or an 8.1 out of 10, making it an average of an 8.31 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It has a drop rate of 1.93%, which is a little high for movies, but also there currently very small information, came out on Thursday. So, nobody watched it yet. Therefore, you have to wait until the end of the year when I update it. But even then, the end of the year is really not that far away, and it's still probably not going to have that much information. So that may fluctuate even further after that.
End of the year next year, we might do it again.
Mayhaps.
We won't remember.
I
don't even remember most of the shit that we've covered this year.
Yeah. I mean, I could task myself with updating the drop rates of everything every year, but then it's just going to get longer and longer and longer until eventually it's going to take me a month to update all the drop rates. If anything,
I would just say, like, the ones that we question the most out of the last season would probably be best.
Yeah. I might try and do that current year and the year prior, maybe. But we'll see.
Yeah. That all the background you got?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Laid Back Camp, directed by Yoshiaki Kyogoku.
Mm-hmm.
And the studio that did it was C Station. Same studio that's been doing it this whole time because, giggles.
Yeah.
It originally released in Japan on June 19th of 2022. Has a runtime of exactly 2 hours or 120 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great.
It is great.
And you can find it on Crunchyroll now, dubbed only in Japanese. I got ahead of myself and started thinking about SAO, and SAO is actually dubbed in all the usual languages.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just in Japanese.
Yeah. So shall we get into it?
Yes. I have been mildly distracted, but I'm back to you now.
All right.
Hi. Sorry, I just switched over from the recording to my anime list, and it was very bright, and I got blinded, and it sent my brain on a mission. Every website should automatically be in dark mode.
It should be. Yes, I 100% agree.
Like, it's not even that bright, but compared to when you go from a black screen to a white screen, you're just like, I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
I think this does it.
What? I hear it. Ha 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 ha. Did you hear it at home? We want to know.
Yeah, let us know if you heard the sound.
Also, opening theme, Sun is Coming Up by Asaka, and ending theme is Mimosa by Eri Sasaki.
The music was great.
Music is fantastic, as always, with Laid Back Camp soundtrack, sick. One thing I will comment on, though, that is we have had very high standards with Laid Back Camp for their CGI incorporation with their regular animation. There was a couple scenes specifically of Rin driving her motorbike that the CGI was way more noticeable in this film than it has been in the past.
I think for me, I kind of gave it a pass because I've been seeing a lot more CGI with things like Spy Family and Chainsaw Man, especially Chainsaw Man. It never truly came off to me as jarring.
I think the reason why I hold it to such a high standard is because they blended it so impeccably during the 2 previous seasons that in this movie, seeing that it wasn't so well blended, I know that they can do better.
I think a lot of it could potentially do with time constraints, considering the time period of when this film would have been made.
Fair. But also do better.
Also, considering this did not get an international release date,
Yeah.
I don't think they expected it to reach the audiences that it reached.
No, I think Laid Back Camp has been a sleeper hit for a lot of people. It's very much a comfort series. So if you've never heard of Laid Back Camp before and you just listen to us because you like sound of our voices, first of all, thank you. Second of all, what is wrong with you? Third of all, thank you. This franchise, this group, is it's based around a group of like 5 girls, but there's a few other characters that come in and go. That when they were in high school, they developed a friendship group who would go camping together. Specifically, it was based around kind of 2 girls in the group. One of them who had known a lot about camping, grown up with a grandfather that was very into camping and kind of she did solo camping a lot. And then her new friend who all of a sudden developed an infatuation with camping and loved it and wanted to go all the time. And it was kind of based around those 2, with the other 3 being their friends. But as the series progressed, it kind of became more about the unit of 5. And then into the movie now, the movie is several years later. And it's just a continuation of the story. The story has no major plot for the series, but there is a kind of running plot theme for this film, which is very interesting. I understand why it's necessary for a film more than with a series. You can kind of make them sort of little one-shot individual stories, but for this film, they needed a running theme. So this is the first time that we really experience a super, like, linear storyline that's just about the storyline more than about the comfy. I actually liked it. I found it very interesting. But yeah, this is kind of like a several years later movie, still in the very comfy vibe. In a way, it makes me a little bit upset because I'm like, does that mean that they're not going to make any more content because it's all done now? Or is it just like, this is just a several years later and then they're going to go back to them in high school because please, I still want more content. Thank you.
I think the manga is still going. Give me just one moment to sit here and fill time while looking this up.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, I forgot to put that in the live broadcast to put it back on preview. Fuck.
Interesting. I'm just looking at the director. Kyogoku Yoshiaki. I am sorry for that enunciation. I tried my best. He made Tokyo Ghoul, Kuroko no Basuke, obviously Laid Back Camp, what else? Batman, Gotham Knight.
Nice.
Halo Legends. Pokemon.
Also, manga is still running to the present day. So we can still get more content. And also, to Mr. Yoshiaki Kyogoku, since you made Tokyo Ghoul, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Also, the box set just came back in stock online, and I'm trying really hard not to buy it because I kind of really want it.
Yeah.
Because, God, the manga is turning out to be good, and the show is just shit after season 1. Ugh.
To the question, which we never ask, but would I recommend this to people? Yes, because I already did this week.
Yeah, recommend it to literally everyone.
Yeah, I recommended
Show
it
is
to a
suitable to
coworker.
all ages.
Yeah.
Nice.
Suitable
the
for
one that
all
you play
ages.
Pokemon Go with, or others?
Others. This dude's a skateboarder.
Ah.
He also shares a name with my pup.
Really?
Yeah, he's called Tilly.
Nice.
Yeah. He's sick. He's great. And he was asking me about anime, and I was like, dude, you gotta check out Laid Back Camp. It's the big comf when you need some comf and a warm hug from a show. It's Laid Back Camp.
And it's getting to be the time of year where everybody needs a warm hug from something.
And Laid Back Camp's the kind. And also, there's so many winter themes throughout, so it's great to watch in the winter. Anyway, plot of the movie, chuck on your chicken hats with the spoiler filter, because I'm going to talk about shit now for the movie. And
yeah, go through the plot line.
Plot line. Plot line.
Oh, wait, hang on. I got this. Just a second. And...
They reconstruct a campsite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this new software so much.
You only have it though, which means that it's just. I want to, but you know, if I get a hold of it, shit's hitting the fan and it's a bad time because we're just going to start a war with each other.
So I have the option to add my own audio files.
Oh no. No, you're going to need to add some anime ones. You have to add like,
oh, I'm going to. Don't you worry.
It's going to be like Shokugeki.
Oh, it's gonna be stupid shit too, like auras and other stuff.
Yeah, like
It's gonna be so dumb.
Like
I
Anya.
apologize. Oh my god, Anya. Oh, you've given me too much ideas. Hold on, let me just mark a clip here really quick because I can do that.
you could do that. Put a
Oh
clip.
my god, I'm in love with the software so much already. All right, I need to just go ahead and buy the 1 year thing while it's still on sale for Black Friday. Anyway, laid back camp.
Laid back camp. So everyone gets together again because they figure out that there's this space that like is just available. Not much is happening with it, and they were like, okay, we're going to turn it into a campsite. We'll help this local community. We're all kind of working around jobs that work for it. Like, Rin is in, like, a little bit of a marketing job for a magazine for, like, local areas. Narashiko is working at the camping supply shop that they went to as teens, which is great. Loved that.
I love the little throwback they had with the lantern.
It was
too.
so cute.
Oh my god, that just filled my heart with so much joy. Like them recreating that with those three girls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just, I love it.
Yeah, and then and so they all get together and they're like, we're gonna rebuild this campsite and we're gonna make it good again. And it's just a cute little, like, they are still obviously clearly friends and they still do talk, but like life has gotten in the way. They're full grown adults now, like that's established. It's like they are like they actually comment on it. They're like, we're like actual adults. Like we're not in school, like we live on our own, like we have bills, we can drive, like we're full adults, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming they're kind of our age, Brad.
Yeah, I would say probably closer to yours than mine.
A whole 25.
I mean, even though there's only 2 years of difference between us still.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they're probably 23, 24-ish if I had to take a guess.
Yeah, like early to mid 20s.
Yeah.
But like out of school and in a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the plot. It's just them building it and then shit hitting the fan and then them figuring it out and then happy ending.
Yeah, because they find artifacts on the campsite and they're like, oh, we're going to turn it into a museum.
Our little old man Pup does. He finds a little stone.
Yeah.
And also, why is his voice actor not credited? Because I'm sorry.
It was secret.
Who made the arf noise? Arf.
I don't know.
See, this is something I gotta know. Also, narrator Sanad's back.
Yeah.
I missed him.
Also, they very well might have... whatever I'm trying to think of. They might have actually have gotten a dog to do the arf.
Even more so needing to credit.
Woofles.
Woofles. Like what, the Minecraft YouTuber?
Who?
Woofles, right? Isn't that?
I have no clue who you're talking
Wasn't
about.
that a really, from back in the day? An old Minecraft?
Maybe for you, I got my start with Minecraft with Sea Nanners, so I have and I've watched literally no other Minecraft YouTubers. So you're
They do
speaking
not
in
play
code.
Minecraft anymore.
The way you made it sound like they were like exclusively a Hoonie Pop streamer now.
It's lots of Rocket League.
Oh, ew.
Let's see.
No dissing to anybody that plays Rocket League for a career. If you do that, by all means, you do you, and you keep that up.
I searched Minecraft on their channel. No.
Uh-huh. No.
No. It's been either yeeted or they had a second channel for Minecraft.
Oh. Interesting. All right, we have learned something today.
I feel like it's one of those ones that, like, the Minecraft YouTubers I watched occasionally interacted with this person.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
definitely not in my memory, because, like, looking at that stuff, I'm like, what? But, I mean, no shade, Waffles. Like, I'm sure you make great content. I just don't know you. Nor do I really care. But yeah, somehow that name was in my brain. Associated with Minecraft. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they find this artifact. They think it's a piece of pottery, and so they just decide to get it checked out randomly to see, just in case. And it turns out that it is an artifact from, like, really old shit. And so they're like, oh, well, we're gonna come in and check it out and do a land, like, take it over for a while. And then it, like, ruins all of their dreams, and the campsite gets taken over, and they're not even gonna make it a campsite anymore. They're gonna change it to just being, a museum site space. But then they're like, how about we do both? Victory! And that's the whole plot of the movie, because it's still a slice of life where nothing ever happens, but it's a great time. Watch it.
Yeah, and it's just cozy camping. How could you not have a good time?
It's so good.
We got lots of camping. We got lots of good food. The background art is exactly how good you would think it would need to be. Even the cityscapes that they did were on point.
Yeah.
So I guess really the only complaint you had about it was the bike.
That was kind of the only complaint. Yeah, I just, second complaint, I didn't have enough snacks. You know.
And the unfortunate part is you're vegetarian, so no crab for you.
No, but there is some pretty good fake crab.
I mean, interesting.
Yeah, fake crab cakes are great.
Interesting. I wonder if imitation crab is fake crab.
I don't think so. I'm gonna. What is how do you spell imitation? Imitation crab. Oh, first thing that pops up on Google search. Surimi. Imitation crab is made of surimi, a paste made out of finely shredded or pulverized fish. After the fish is minced, it is heated and pressed into shapes that resemble meat from a crab leg. The resulting imitation crab looks similar to original crab in its coloring and texture.
And yet it doesn't taste like crab.
No. It's usually made from surimi, so I'm assuming that surimi is a type of fish. Or white fish flesh that has been deboned and minced into paste.
Interesting. I feel like I've learned something today.
I'm gonna Google it. Surimi. Surimi images.
Interesting.
They're just
intrigued.
crab. Just imitation crab is all that's showing up. So I don't think that surimi is a fish. It's probably just another name for imitation crab.
All right.
Surimi is a paste made from fish or other meat. So it's just generic white fish.
Made and colored to look like crab meat.
Yes.
All right. That explains a lot.
99 calories per 100 grams.
100 grams is a lot of grams.
100 grams is about how much of beans you weigh out to brew one of them carries a coffee.
I don't know coffee beans, but I can tell you how many drops of a color goes in to make a color.
Fair? I mean, if you want like a light brew, then you probably do only like 94 grams. If you want like a bolder brew, you probably do like 106.
I want Death Wish coffee.
700 grams.
Nice. That is exactly how much I need. All right, sick.
Yeah, grind it to like a Turkish grind and go from there.
I don't even know what that means,
It
but
means
all right.
even finer grind than espresso.
I don't know how to grind. I've never danced in my life.
There was a quick little ask your girlfriend comment that just went right in my head, and I was like, filter it. But I've said it now anyways, so.
I have the perfect thing for this.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. This episode was filmed with a live studio audience.
Oh god, there's even a powered by Riverside FM button over here, and I'm really tempted to push it, but I'm not going to.
Powered by.
Powered by stupidity.
Powered by your girlfriend.
Oh.
Oh. She's on a pedal bike in the back, just like with her going, the lights stay on.
Times are tough around here,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
I gotta make this podcast work somehow. If anybody wants to sponsor us to make life easier, please reach out
Feel
so my
free to do
girlfriend
that.
can get off the pedal bike. God.
Kick her off the pedal bike. Yeah.
Like, oh, honey, the check just came in. Sparta kick.
Yeah, we were talking about e-bikes earlier, but it's not what you think. It's literally a bike that produces electricity when you cycle on it to keep the lights on and the computer going and the mic lit.
Oh, God. As much as I'm on my computer now, I am so sorry. I need to hire a house elf at this point.
Dobby.
Aww.
Aw. Master,
Pain.
give Dobby a sock. Dobby is free.
Nice. Like it. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you rate it?
12.
Nice.
Like a solid 9. Realistically. It's great. Loved it. Very much enjoyed. Super comfy. I just think, yeah, that one thing about the CGI. Because I know they could do better. That's why. It's like, I know they can do better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about you?
Shock, but I'm going with a 9 as well.
Ooh, what's
It
your...
was great. It was cozy. It was fun. I loved it. I had a great time.
Yeah.
But also, ADHD really wanted to play Pokemon, so I'm a dock at a point.
I actually feel you. It did drop my attention in a couple points. It's not as gripping as a series. I think the series is a better.
I don't know. It's going to sound weird, but I binged the series, and I watched this whole film from start to finish. But I feel like it's kind of more manageable in like a binge perspective because you get to shut your brain off during the OPs and EDs, even though the OPs and EDs are great.
I actually really agree with you. I think something like Laid Back Camp that is so, like, non-story specific is much better in smaller chunks. And when you try and stretch it out over a concept, it's just too long. I think, especially 2 hours. Like, this was a long movie.
Yeah, like it definitely is long for an animated film.
Yeah.
And especially like a feature-length type film like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, I enjoyed every minute of those 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, it was so nice to be back in the world of Laid Back Camp and
I
just
agree.
be cozy and just watch an anime. Like, I absolutely adored it.
Mm-hmm.
But I still feel like a film is a wrong format. I'm going to highly recommend go watch this. It is 100% worth it. And we kind of, like, didn't spoil as much of it as humanly possible just to kind of make sure that you go watch it because it's worth it. Like, it's not worth sitting here and, like, spoiling jokes or talking about things.
Yeah, I really agree, yeah.
Just keep in mind, it's going to feel like it's longer than 2 hours. Not in a bad way. It's just like you feel every minute of those 2 hours.
Yeah, Laid Back Camp has a real art of slowing down your pace, slowing down your brain, slowing down your life. And that's a real positive thing about this show. And that's why I think it's so powerfully good at calming you down when you're having a stressful day, taking rid of that level of anxiety. It's why I think it's such a good, comfy franchise, is because it genuinely does just take the pace of our crazy brains that are used to getting content thrown at us all the time, and it really just slows us down, but it keeps your attention. This film, though, because it does that, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like, it slows your brain down enough to where you can, like, relax, and it's the sole positive thing about it. Like, it's like the best part about this is that it does that. And that's why it is as good as it is. But when it's in a 2 hour long film format, it makes that 2 hours feel like 4 hours. It's fantastic during a show because then it makes a 20-minute episode feel like a 40-minute episode, and then you feel like you're getting like a 2-core anime out of only a 1-core, and it's great. And it, like, because the episodes are shorter, you watch them and then you get like one little storyline, and then you get your quick jokes and stuff that are thrown in there, like the little pinecone jokes that do reappear in the movie, which is great. We love that throwback reference. But then you have your OP and your ED, and then you have your OP, like Brad said. It gives you a little bit of a break. And then you get a new, refreshing storyline. So you get another, like, 20-minute, but feeling like 40-minute storyline that then is new content. So although it's slowing you down, although it's giving you that breath of fresh air, that time to, like, just chill and relax, it's new information that's coming into your brain. It's a new storyline, even though it's like, because they are kind of like individual little pocket episodes. They don't follow a huge linear story. With the film, because it drags out, and because it's one storyline, you don't get that reprieve. You don't get that moment of like, oh, this is a new little information. It's all still the same information. You're dealing with the plot, and it's not surprising. We know how the plot is going to finish from the second that you get the film, like, given to you. Like, as soon as you know what the plot is, you can list out the rest of the storyline, and that's why it's so good, because there's no surprises, so you don't have to worry about, like, oh my god, I'm feeling anxious for the characters, because there is no anxiety. Like, it's fine. And the film's the same way. You know what the result's going to be. It's like a Hallmark Christmas film, you know that everyone's going to have a happy ending. Same with this. But that's what also works against it, because with a 2-hour-long film, it's just too long. Yeah?
But now, with all of that being said, fuck you, go watch it.
Agreed. 100%. Yeah, I fully agree. I just think, yeah, it's the best part about it. It also slightly works against it in the movie format.
Yeah. Like, it's great. It is 100% worth the watch. But at the same time, it does feel like it drags a little. But at the same time, it's wonderful. I love it. I would rewatch it.
Yeah.
Like, I could totally put this on and just shut off my brain and have a great time.
Yeah, this is
one of those shows I feel like is ruined by us doing what we do.
I agree.
Because we have to analyze it, and therefore that might be why it felt longer. Like, if I were to cut this on and watch it with no ulterior motives,
yeah, I
feel like I would have had a blast.
What fun? Yeah, I agree. When I was actually watching it, I was thinking, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll download it onto my tablet. And then whenever I go camping, I'll be able to watch this while I'm camping, and it'll feel great. Like, it's a great...
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Watching this while camping would be amazing. Like, with a fire in front of you while you're cooking something. Oh my god.
See? Yeah. And so that's what I was thinking I'd do. And I'm going to enjoy it so much then. And then I was also thinking, like imagine that you're in, like, the back of a car and you're watching it on, like, the shitty little screen that's in the seat in front of you, like, old school style. And I was like, that would be such a good setting. Like, you got rain on the window, you're watching it on a crappy TV, you've got crappy headphones on. Like, that's how you should watch this film, is... Like, you should watch... This film feels like nostalgia, even though it's not. So you should replicate scenes and feelings of nostalgia, or feelings of camping, or feelings of that, like old school style when watching this film, and it's gonna... The atmosphere makes the movie so much better.
Yeah. 100% agree.
Yeah. Like, even if that's just, like, also having a phone or a laptop on or something that's playing like medieval sounds from a library while it's raining on YouTube for 6 hours, and you just have that up, and that's just playing in the background whilst you're watching it, and you have a hot chocolate and a blanket wrapped around you, that would make the viewing experience of this film so much better.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I 100% get that. So, is that everything?
I think so.
All right. So, thank you all so much for indulging us in our full-on ranting for most of the episode, as per usual.
Yeah.
But you know what? The ranting is, from what we are told, the reason why most people come, and then they stay for the anime.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's great. I'm glad people enjoying us bantering and bullshitting, because that's literally all our conversations are anyway. So yeah, we do it.
Yeah.
Are you excited for next week? I'm excited for next week.
Yeah.
So next week we've got SAO Progressive.
Such excited.
I'm so excited. It is so good. I can't wait to actually hear your perspective on it.
Yes.
Because as someone who... I know you started SAO and then dropped it because it got real weird real quick.
Yeah, it did.
This is how SAO was supposed to have been told from the very beginning.
I'm excited because I really, really, really liked the first season of SAO. It was so good. So I want to get that feeling back.
And you will have that back. Also, you'll get to see the animation budget increase that you missed.
Ah, okay. That's exciting.
So yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited to hear what you think. I'm excited to hear about all of your ratings. And also, we would be excited to hear feedback from all of you. Please do reach out on all of our socials at BnB Anime. Literally BnB Anime everywhere. We even made a hive since Twitter was supposed to die. Or I made a hive because I jump on Twitter bandwagons.
Yeah, fair. I'm down with it because guess what? Sometimes billionaires like to do billionaire things.
They really do. And then Twitter, which I'm not going to lie, I have enjoyed the absolute fucking shit show that Twitter has become.
So have I.
Because it's literally like watching a reality TV show unfold in front of your face, like the true shit show of what it all is.
Yeah.
But yeah, if billionaires get a billionaire, then, you know, sometimes you need alternatives, and Hive is kind of that place. So be sure to follow us on all of our socials, but especially Hive. We need the followers. Give us the followers. We need them.
Please.
I like how I go for the intimidation factor, and you go for the play to the pity of the people factor.
Please. Think of the children.
What children? Children shouldn't be here. We cuss. I cuss. I cuss a lot.
That's true. Even this anime that we reviewed today was PG-13. So if you are a child, fuck off.
Actually, children can watch it. It's fine. Everybody should watch this. Go watch it. We will continue to contradict ourselves.
Yeah, don't watch us. Watch the movie, though.
Well, you've made it to this point in the episode, so yeah, go watch the film. You can click off of this now.
Goodbye, child.
Especially, yes, goodbye, child. Goodbye, people. Goodbye, everyone. Love you. Bye-bye.
Website.
Oh, yeah.
www.bbnma.com. Plus Brad. He's on Twitch, Brad Cutter Gaming. I have Instagram sometimes at Blue Lavender STM. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.